welcome to Sapphire Spider Oracle. This is Mother Spider, and I have just begun doing my tarot readings here on YouTube. So if you are here, welcome. You are one of the first. And today we're going to do a reading for the upcoming full moon. It is the end of April, almost May, so it's Taurus season. Our upcoming full moon is going to be in Scorpio. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of ascension symptoms the past couple of days, especially. I've had lots of vertigo and like lightheaded symptoms to the point where I was like almost worried that I was about to get nauseous, like just barely on the edge of feeling a little queasy. And I had to plant myself down on the ground, and I've been working on my root chakra the past week specifically. So if you can't tell, I've got quite a few black crystals hanging out here, and my golden healer stone that I just got has been kind of calling to me lately as well. So we're going to use that today. And the other focus I wanted to bring into this reading is that the month of May, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, might be Beltane and spring and things like that. But in the Southern Hemisphere, it is Samhain. It's Halloween season. I personally have lots of experiences in my life where I definitely feel like October and November is when the veil thins, and April, May is when the veil thins. I definitely get more activity in those time periods of a year than I do anywhere else. So it's a great time for some ancestor connections, some ancestor honoring, speaking to your guides. So I have personally brought in my decks today. I brought in the Wildwood Tarot and the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and in the tarot book, this is the ancestor card. And so we have that nice echo over here. And so we're going to be calling in kind of your ancestors, your spirit guides today, and just kind of see what's going on. My Geminis, you're on my air signs, so I do have a lot of root earthy energy in here today, but I think we'll be okay. Ooh, even when I'm telling y'all, all day today, I've had this slight lightheaded feeling. It's like I just can't. It's like, it's not that hungover feeling, but the only way I can really compare it is like when you're almost over your hangover, but when you move your head a little too fast, it still feels like you're wearing a fishbowl on your head, you know, and things kind of slosh around. It's like that. So we're going to start with this Animal Oracle card. I have lots of animal connections and spirit guides. This deck's kind of new, so it's a little chunky. But I have lots of animal and spirit guides. Oof. There you go. And they love to connect. So here we go, Geminis. Spirit guides. This is great for Geminis, my air signs, though, because of the bird, the parrot. But this says, watch your words. Ooh, look at that. Look at your birds, air signs. Look at that, Gemini. And look, Gemini getting 45 and 46, so they're right next to each other, twins. Getting birds, twins. Interesting. Okay, so watch your words. Parrots will copy your words, right? How many of you have had pet birds and you accidentally cuss around it too much? What does it do? It starts repeating cuss words. Watch your words. Watch your words coming up to this full moon. Watch your words around the full moon. Be aware that birds, little birds, which can be a good symbol for communication, messengers, birds will just kind of repeat whatever they hear, right? Whether it's good or bad or what. Remember, your words are magical. They are setting intentions, and what you repeat gets repeated in a ripple out through the universe. So if somebody hears that, they're carrying that energy and rippling it. They might be a gossiper. You might be a gossiper. Watch your words. And then at the same time, we have this other really lovely bird, the peacock. Always reminds me of Hera, motherly energy, goddess of marriage and families and childbirth. Vengeful, though, right? Always pissed off at Zeus for his affairs and everything. So I definitely always see this as, I don't want to say like the angry wife. I just definitely see it as a woman that's like, don't mess with me, right? Even though this peacock is male, so it's also a man too. But this is very much like, I always see peacocks in a strange way as like queen energy, and it's always because I relate it to Hera. This is coming out of the throat, but it also has this heart. These are throat and third eye and heart chakra colors, and it's got a crown on its head. So these are all upper chakras. Let it shine. If you have gifts coming through, psychic abilities, third eyes, artistic creativity, any of these endeavors, if you have lots of love, all of that is supposed to come to shine, and you're specifically supposed to express it through that heart chakra, through that throat chakra, while wearing the wisdom. Interestingly enough, this parrot also has a crown. So this tells me, use your wisdom, use your crown chakras. Use your crown chakras. Let it shine, let the light shine. Let it come from the heart. Let it travel through that crown and that wisdom and coincide until it emits as truth, as love, as light. Beautiful. Beautiful, Gemini. Okay, so then coming over to your tarot, let's see what's up for the full moon. What's your advice from your ancestors and other spirit guides coming through around this Scorpio full moon? For a second, I try not to ever look at my cards when I'm shuffling them because I don't like to see that stuff come out. But these just flipped over for you, so let's see. Well, we got a Knight of Bows. Now, I will say this card comes up a lot in this deck too. There's two cards that come up very often for me when I ask who my true self is. And as much as I am an earth sign, I always get the Page of Bows and the Knight of Bows. So I switch between a stoat and a fox. So this is teenager energy, fox energy, Knight of Bows. Very sly, very swift, trickster energy, cunning energy, mystical energy. But when I say trickster energy, definitely feeling this one right now. This is not always that kind of double-edged sword energy, but I will say when I pull this card sometimes, it's definitely like stay on your toes. Be ready to move. And that's what foxes do, right? They're very swift. They're very sly. They get the trickster connotation because they can lead you on a wild chase and then disappear out of nowhere and then yet like reappear and kind of laugh at you. You know, have you ever heard a fox laugh? That's that kind of energy. This might be a person. Watch your words. Someone that's sly, someone that's cunning, someone's a trickster. Watch your words. There's someone being very sly, possibly rushing in and out, maybe getting the information they need and then running out, right? That's why you need to make sure that your words are coming from wisdom and coming from love and coming out as light, because this person right here might be paying attention to you, and this is in the upright, so it's probably... Hang on, they're making me correct something. It's in the upright. So this could also be a friend. That's what I mean too, is like in my Reiki sessions, I have personally been associated with a fox. That's one of my main spirit animals, is a fox, besides the spider. That's my other one, and that's where my channel comes from. But this is my other really big main spirit animal. And this is like my friend. But it's like that friend that can be kind of mean to you sometimes because there's no other way to get you to realize something. That's the kind of knight this is. They're a trickster. Like, they will pull the wool over your eyes and then save you before you fall off the cliff. So that's the whole energy of that card. We've then come to this Three of Bows fulfillment, and this is in reverse. And this very much has to do with focus of intention, right? Balance. We have the two snakes, very similar to like the caduceus. These two paths, sorry, this is upside down for you guys. These two paths. And then you meet the stranger here at the fulfillment, at like the, you know, it's not a Sorry, the word's escaping me. It is a crossroads, but it's the triple crossroads, not the four-way crossroads, right? So, coming to a head, 3 things meeting, that's the fulfillment. You're at the point of fulfillment, but this is upside down. So, something's not going to be fulfilled. And that's where your 7 of Vessels comes in. Watch your words. Let your love shine. Be mindful of who you're sharing your words and your heart and your love and your space with. You might have plans with this person that does not come to fruition because this person's a fox and this person is that Knight of Wands, Knight of Bows, fire energy, in and out. And it might not come to fruition. It might not come to fulfillment. And that's what's going to send you here into this 7 of Vessels. Mourning. Having to say goodbye to things. Look, this is weird too. In the Pluto retrograde video I did yesterday, if you'll go back and check that maybe. Or I say yesterday. I've recorded it yesterday. For my air signs specifically, I was talking about how through Pluto retrograde, it felt like there was a goodbye. And this might be part of it. You might, and we just went into Pluto retrograde, and we're going into that death cycle season of Samhain and Scorpio, full moon, transformation, lots of spirit energy, lots of mourning. This might not necessarily be like a death. This is mourning that this didn't come to fulfillment. Grief cycles are really hard. Having to say goodbye to stuff and you don't have a choice on whether you can say goodbye or not, right? That's the mourning process. That's what makes it so hard. You don't get the choice of if you want to say goodbye or not. Let's get some more. Let's get like one more card. One, too many. Too many. Not having the choice to say goodbye. That keeps coming over in my head. There it is. Yep. Ace of Arrows, that's an idea. Usually the spark of an idea is what it means in this deck. So the spark of an idea, this is the, not like a crop circle, but, you know, mound shape that the, older European tribes used to do. This is the horse, and it was supposedly said if you stand on the eye of the horse and make a wish, it'll come true. So this is kind of like that idea, that wish, that mental idea. And this just came out in reverse. So if you're trying to start some new ideas, don't. You have to process this. If you thought that maybe you were going to get a new idea coming in soon, a new breath of life, I don't think you're ready for it yet. This is where you're at. That new beginning, that new spark. And this is also truth sometimes too. Maybe you're not going to get that truth. Maybe that's what makes this mourning cycle so hard. You're not getting the truth you're looking for. I need one more. Give me one more for the, which card do I want? Give me one more for that Ace of Arrows. Sorry, I fell on the floor. Yeah, look, there's that other one. Look, that's my other card. That's that page. No communication, no news, no truth, no closure leaves you in this mourning space. Now look at this. How I've laid yours set out. This morning's in the middle. Why? This person was flighty. Whether it was a disagreement and your words cause it, or maybe you have to remember too, if you're especially like a light worker or someone like that, maybe the action that causes all of this to come out is the light that disturbs this person and makes them run away. And them running away doesn't fulfill your wish. You don't get that new beginning, that You don't get the new beginning you want. You also don't get the truth about this situation. You're not getting the spark of, you're not getting that breath of life. You're not getting your wish. Why? No news, no communication, no willpower, no drive behind it. This card is also about secrets. But it does usually talk about strange or unsettling news. So this to me says no news, no communication, staying in secrets, not hearing anything, someone being stuck and childish. Maybe not necessarily childish. They want me to take that word back. Just being non-communicative, not feeling it. It's fire energy, not feeling it. And that leaves you right here in the middle, stuck in this limbo of grief because you can't get the fulfillment you want, and you're not getting the truth and the communication that you probably deserve. How do you get out of this mourning cycle? That's what I want to know. How do you get out of this? How do you get out of this mourning cycle? That's the one it wants. Stepping away from people. Social isolation. I was looking at the other cards that came up, but I don't think they apply. If you're in a third-party situation, wrap that up. It doesn't necessarily feel like a third-party situation, like a cheating thing. This is supposed to be joy. So this is supposed to be about getting together, celebrating. It also usually mentions like someone coming home from a trip, a long stay, and they successfully making it home healthy, happy, and safe. So you're all getting together to celebrate. So to have this in reverse, this also tells me in your mourning, you have to embrace the fact that you're in that mourning cycle, right? You're not going to feel joyful all the time, and there's no reason why you should. So don't beat yourself up for that. That's what I'm getting right now. But this also has to do with the fact that you need to maybe step away and isolate yourself. You don't need to be going out, especially if this person is like a part of your social groups and stuff that you're constantly around. You got to get away from that. You got to step away from that. And don't feel bad about doing it. Don't feel like you're a fuddy-duddy or a recluse or anything. This is telling you this is what you need. You're hurt. You have to work on stuff. You got to process stuff. You got to say goodbye. You got to say goodbye to situations that that aren't serving you right now. And under that deck was the was the Six of Arrows transition. So yeah, your mind's not ready to let go. That's unusual for a Gemini, for an air sign. Because your energy is usually so spontaneous and flighty and like all over the place. You're usually like so easily, you usually easily let go of stuff and take flight, right? I'm not feeling that one here. This feels like whatever's about to come up for this full moon. This is, and this isn't something that you can avoid. This is something that's like, you have to go through this cycle. Because you have to process these emotions. There's healing that comes out of this. And you have to process these emotions. You have to experience this. You have to feel this. Because that feeling and that experience, as much as it may hurt, is going to be part of the experience that builds you into the stronger person, helps you establish your boundaries, helps you seek your truth, helps you step away from childish things, helps you realize who's going to stay in your life and who's not. Yours feels more like the people reading. It might not necessarily be a romantic relationship, but at the same time, we do have a Knight and a Page. So male and female kind of energy court cards. So possibly immature, against odds of each other, right? All right, Gemini, I'm gonna let you go. I wish you a lot of love and light over this reading, and I am going to actually infuse your reading with some Reiki healing, because I think that you're gonna need it. And it might not just be for this full moon. It might be a cycle. I think you guys are going to need it. So I'm going to wish y'all a lot of love. Thank you.